Hello, Abnormal Investigations. I am doing something a little bit different on this video, and there's going to be more of these videos to follow. I'm going to start looking at some of the Cherokee legends, some of the things that they experienced in the woods, all the way up to the Bigfoot. We're going to talk about what they said, does it still exist, what caused them to feel that. A lot of this stuff was passed down generation to generation. My great-grandpa, he was full-blood Cherokee. And on my dad's side was also Cherokee, Delaware, and I believe some other Native American blood. But I think we're going to do a series on some of the legends, and we're going to talk about them. And maybe some people's had some experiences with them that can come on the show, and they can tell us their encounters and what they've encountered with some of these legends that we're going to discuss. The first one that I've picked, which I'm calling this one episode one of the Cherokee legend. We're going to be talking about Spearfinger, and I think you guys are going to find this one really, really interesting. It is a very well-known legend in my tribe's passed down history. There they are. I was trying to find my glasses. So, let's get into this. Spearfinger, known in the Cherokee language as, and the pronunciation of this would be U too long, okay? U too long, which translates to one with a pointed spear. It's described as a sinister witch with a finger made of stone. This sharp stone finger, resembling a spear, was her primary weapon. She used it to stab and remove the livers of her victims, which she consumed to sustain herself. Spearfinger had the ability to shapeshift, often disguising herself as an old woman to deceive her unsuspecting victims, particularly children. Her stone-like skin made her invulnerable to conventional weapons, adding to her fearsome reputation. She was very forceful. Okay, so when they talk about her skin being like stone, what they were talking about was like their arrows and their stuff wouldn't penetrate her, they didn't believe, from a distance, that it would hit her and bounce off of her. One of Spearfinger's most dreaded abilities was her knack for mimicking the voices of loved ones. She would call out to children in the familiar tones of their mothers or their grandmothers, luring them away from safety. Once isolated, she would reveal her true form and attack, using her stone finger to extract their livers. The Cherokee believed that the liver was the seat of the soul and the vitality, making her attacks not only physically devastating but spiritually damaging as well. Spearfinger, known in the Cherokee language as Utulong, which translates to one with a pointed spear, is described as a sinister witch with a finger made of stone. This sharp stone finger resembles a spear. It was her primary weapon. She would use it to attack, and sometimes she would attack you without her even knowing she was there. According to the Cherokee legend, Spearfinger dwelled in the Great Smoky Mountains, particularly around what is now known as Whiteside Mountain in North Carolina. She would descend from her mountain lair under the cover of darkness, or amidst a dense fog, to hunt for her prey. Spearfinger's malevolence was such that she caused immense fear and sorrow among the Cherokee people, who found it nearly impossible to protect themselves against her deadly attacks. One of Spearfinger's most dreadful abilities was her knack for mimicking the voices of loved ones. She would call out to people's children in familiar tones at night, and she would try to sound like their mothers. The turning point in the legend of Spearfinger came when the Cherokee people desperate to rid themselves of this menace, sought the guidance of the tribal council and their shaman. They advised a plan to trap Spearfinger. The Cherokee warriors dug a deep pit and they covered it with branches and leaves, creating a concealed trap in the forest. According to the legend, it has been passed down now for centuries. Spearfinger, in her guise as an old woman, was lured into the trap. The warriors then attacked her with their weapons, but her stone skin rendered them almost non-existent. The efforts were futile. It was only when a small bird, possibly a chickadee, guided them to the aim for the witch's heart, the only vulnerable spot otherwise. As they were able to defeat her. This bird is known as the Cherokees as Tiskad. It's a hard one here. I'm not even going to try it. I can get close, but I don't want to tear it up. And it is revered in the culture for its role in this vital victory. We know it as the chickadee. Cultural significance. The legend of Spearfinger holds deep cultural significance for the Cherokee people. It serves as a reminder of the dangers that lurk in the world, the importance of community vigilance, and the ultimate power of collective action and wisdom. The tale also emphasizes the themes of resilience and courage in the face of seemingly odds that would cause you to think that you could not win. Spearfinger is still believed to live in the woods. She hunts the small children that are left alone. She calls their name, they believe, still to this day, trying to lure them out into the dense fog. So what do y'all think? That's the first legend of the Cherokees, is the Spearfinger. They believe that she does live and still in the hills and in the fog, as she hunts in the fog and calls the children's names. How many times have you been outside and you've thought, you've heard your name be called, and you're like, was that my name? Their stories come from things that they experienced, and they're passed down for reasons. There was something in the woods that called to the children, something they knew that took their livers, and they say they caught it. They say they killed it, but they also say that there's one that still lives in the woods. How many is there? What do you all think? Do you like this series? If you do, let me know and we'll keep doing it. Thank you for listening, guys. Until next time, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. We'll see you on the next one.